Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is December 2nd, 2014, Tuesday. It is cold out in the middle of December. Not in the middle, like the second day in December. And it is chilly out. So I'm wearing my dome hood to keep my head warm. Yes, Thanksgiving is done behind us. We are all about 10 pounds fat and sassier, which is unfortunately not good for me, but had a decent holiday, had some emotional problems, but I'm not going to go into that. Safe to say everything's okay right now, everything's good. Yeah, so, okay, let's get down to brass tacks. There's two things why I am making a blog today. One, and these are both news related. The first one is, let's talk about Ferguson, where an officer was accused of shooting an unarmed African American and was basically put on trial and tried to be indicted for murder charges. And the jury found him innocent of charges, and during this whole case, there was a race war going on, basically saying that if he was found innocent, that they would charge the streets of Ferguson, destroying things. Basically, a riot would ensue. Sure enough, he was found innocent, and the riots happened. First of all, I'd like to say my heart goes out to those in Ferguson whose shops were destroyed, whose lives were turned upside down due to this case. What can I say? The jury found the man innocent. If the facts were there to prove him innocent, then, you know, I guess that's what it is. Unfortunately, the African Americans down there cannot accept it. And they're not all on board with this rioting thing, but Al Sharpton didn't help either. And, matter of fact, today I read a headline from the mayor of Ferguson telling Al Sharpton that he needs to leave his city, that he wants him out. And I guess what I have to say about this is that if you're trying to sit there, protesting is one thing. Okay, protesting, everyone has a First Amendment right. Everyone has a right to say whatever they're going to say, which is what I'm using right now. I'm using my right to speak my mind. And protesting is, I'm all for it. If you got something to say, you should be allowed to say it. No problems. We live in a country that was founded on the freedoms that we were able to say what we want, when we want, even though sometimes Congress has a problem with that. But, you know, it's just the way the political system is nowadays. It's so ass backwards that, anyways, don't get me started on that. Protesting is fine. I have nothing wrong with protesting, especially when it comes down to protesting for something that you thoroughly believe in and something that you have deep convictions about. What happened was not protesting afterwards. What happened was chaos. And to me, the protesters did more damage to themselves as a race, as well as damaging the fact of why they were standing in that line and protesting. You basically hypocrisized yourself. You basically proved that, obviously, the blacks were all saying that we don't need police. We don't need police action. We don't need to have police down our throats. You guys are dumb. You guys proved that you do need more police action, that you do need more attention from the police department. You didn't prove anything more than the fact that you guys are chaotic. You guys proved that you were more animals by the fact of the way you acted instead of standing your ground and saying your word. Standing your ground is one thing, creating chaos, destroying people's livelihoods, hurting people. I saw a video of a news anchor got a rock chucked at her head. and all she was doing there was standing, reading doing the news. It was inexcusable for what took place. And I think that if it proved anything, it was more damaging to the African American race than it was anything else. And they only have themselves to blame for this. If the man was found innocent, then, you know, that's the way it's going to be in the book. There's nothing that you can do to change that. He will not be indicted on murder charges. He was found innocent in the way he defended himself from this black young man that was charging his car, supposedly with his hands up in the air, but yet he charged him yelling as if he was going to do something. The officer had no other choice as to put him down. He gave him warning, supposedly to testimony. He gave him warning before he shot him. So I see that a policeman has every right to defend themselves if their life is in danger, and as well as protect those around that may be in danger as well. So that's my thoughts on the Ferguson thing. I know you all are probably tired of hearing about it, but I just wanted to put my 2 cents in that I think that they did more damage to themselves, causing riots and looting, than they would have just stood there and peacefully protested what took place. That's my 2 cents on it. The other thing that's in the news is Bill Cosby, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That's all I can say. Bill Cosby, life has been basically flipped upside down due to rape allegations and women coming forward saying that they were drugged and sexually molested by Bill Cosby. And to say the least, a shocker to most of the world that knows Bill Cosby. I don't know if I want to sit here and say he's innocent or not. However, I am of the opinion that if you were raped and you waited 30 years to come forward, I think the statutes of limitations are done with that. You can't do anything about that. So what you gain by coming forward and trying to run a man's name through the mud, I don't know what your purpose is other than the fact that you are seeking fame and attention. Now, I'm not going to say it didn't happen. It could have very well happened. None of us were there. None of us can throw stones or as well as deny what took place, because none of us were witnesses. However, I do think that 30-plus years is ridiculous to wait that long to come forward with a rape accusation. I think this woman is out looking for attention, and she's going to do whatever it takes to get it. But that's just my input. Anyways, on Facebook, I sent all my friends and whoever got it invitations to my New Year's Eve party as well as birthday party for Tammy on the 31st. Party starts at 2 p.m. and it goes till we can't party anymore. So, you know, there's no time limit. Everyone is invited. Please let me know if you want to come. It will be on Wednesday, December 31st, and I hope you all can come. But anyways, y'all have a good night, good week, and I will talk to you later. God bless. Mwah!